Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates of the College of Engineering Technology. The College of Health Professions. Faculty representatives of Ferris State University. The President and stage dignitaries. be seated. Ferris is proud to recognize graduates and guests who are currently serving or have served in our armed forces. Veterans, please stand or wave. Audience and graduates, if you would please stand as well for the singing of our national anthem. Feel free to join soloist Rachel Schumann. Gentlemen, please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight over the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave over the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You may be seated. Good afternoon. Welcome to the commencement exercises of Ferris State University. We are delighted that you, the families and friends of our graduates, have come to witness this occasion, which celebrates their accomplishments. My name is Suzanne Miller. I am a faculty member in the College of Engineering Technology. Carrying the symbolic mace and representing the Academic Senate is Emmanuel Jadev. Marshals representing the faculty members are Christina Hollenbeck and Tanzia Sharman. Today's music is performed by the Brass Quintet from Mount Pleasant. The interpreter is Emily Baxter, and the ushers are members of the Ferris State University Student Alumni Gold Club. Please join me in thanking them for their assistance. Now, allow me to present the stage dignitaries who will rise as they are introduced. Audience, please hold your applause until all have been recognized. Trustee Ron Sneed from Canadian Lakes. President David L. Eisler. Commencement speaker in 2021, distinguished teacher Patrick Bishop. Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, Bobby Fleischman. President of the Academic Senate, Sandy Alsbach. Vice President for University Advancement and Marketing, Shelley Piercy. Associate Provost for Assessment and Accreditation, Mandy R. Seiferlein. Associate Provost for Academic Operations, Leonard Johnson. Vice President for Administration and Finance, James Bachmeyer. Vice President for Diversity, Inclusion, and Strategic Initiatives, David Pilgrim. General Counsel and Vice President, Miles J. Postema. Vice President for Student Affairs, Janine A. Ward-Roof. Interim Dean of the Michigan College of Optometry, Daniel A. Taylor. Dean of the College of Pharmacy, Stephen W. Durst. Interim Dean of the College of Business, Jimmy Joseph. Dean of Extended and International Operations, Stephen E. Reifert. Dean of the College of Health Professions, Lincoln Gibbs. Dean of the College of Engineering Technology, Michael Staley. Would you please join me in acknowledging them? Officially presiding over this commencement ceremony are members of the Board of Trustees and Ferris State University. Trustee Sneed now brings you greetings from the board.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Fall 2021 Commencement Ceremonies. Ferris State University is one of Michigan's great public institutions of higher education. The Board of Trustees is comprised of citizens appointed by the governor with the advice and consent of the Senate of the Michigan Legislature. As mandated by the state of Michigan's Constitution, the board is charged with the responsibility of governing the university by setting policy that enhances not only the quality of education, but also the quality of life. And graduation epitomizes both. As a Ferris graduate, I'd like to share a little bit about the value of your Ferris State University education. It will always be an important part of your life and your history. It's an important part of your life now, opening doors and employment opportunities. And it will continue to be an important part of your future, as Ferris State will provide important network connections throughout the rest of your life because you will encounter Ferris alumni and friends wherever you go. On behalf of the entire Board of Trustees, I extend best wishes to all of you being honored today, and a special congratulations to the fall class of 2021. Go Dogs.
President Eisler now brings you the university's greetings.
It is a pleasure to welcome the fall class of 2021 and graduates from virtual commencements in 2020 and 2021. During this time of national challenge, it is important to pause and honor you. I am pleased you joined us today to celebrate and reflect on your accomplishments at Ferris State University. As graduates, you represent the collective hopes and dreams of our institution. In your educational journey, you have overcome obstacles and challenges, experiencing both the highs and the lows that are a part of earning a college degree. Through your hard work, sacrifice, and dedication, you've made it to this significant milestone where one journey ends and another awaits you. At a time like this, you need to know that your success is built upon the collective efforts of so many people who care about you and who take great pride in your growth and development. I want to pause for a moment so we can express our thanks to them and they can share their congratulations with you. We begin with our faculty, who have served as your teachers, advisors, guides, and mentors. We are truly fortunate to have a faculty who are dedicated to teaching and who care deeply about students. I would ask that our faculty rise so that we can express our thanks to them. Faculty? I also want to thank our staff, who each contribute in their way for you, our students. Doing so, I note their many contributions to our ceremony, the beautiful decorations here today, and the commencement program, which provides information on our university, its academic programs, and today's ceremony. Next to the special guests with us today, first I want to recognize your parents. They have planned and sacrificed to help you reach this pinnacle of achievement. Parents, please stand. I'd be willing to guess that there are also proud grandparents here. Would you please stand? For some graduates, there are spouses or significant others who stood by them in both good and tough times and have supported you working toward this day. Would you please stand? Graduates, some of you also have children who have had to share their mom or dad with books, studying, and homework assignments. I'd ask the children of our graduates to stand. Finally, we have many friends and other relatives of our graduates here. Please stand so we can thank you for being with us today. Graduates, in a few moments, you'll be crossing this stage. Two helpful reminders. As you celebrate this achievement, take time to thank those who have worked, helped, and supported you. Their sacrifice and love have helped create this moment for you. Second, a practical reminder. This year, we are not shaking hands, but pause when you reach me so we can take your picture. And let's smile. Even though we'll both be masked, I believe people will see this on our faces. Each one of you here today has a story to tell. Family and friends, teachers and mentors all played an important role in your success. As we look back over this past academic year, it has truly been one of the most challenging any of us have ever experienced. The COVID-19 pandemic has affected everyone, and it has impacted many facets of our everyday lives. From social distancing and remote learning to managing the uncertainties that accompany COVID-19, our students have persevered and triumphed. You, our graduates, have learned important lessons on the power of adaptability and resilience. Please know how very proud we are of you and what you have accomplished. There's much to be learned from your dedication, which has led to this celebration today. I wish I could share the story of every graduate here today, as each is special in its own unique way. As an example, I want to highlight the story of this one graduate. His journey personifies the individual fortitude it takes to overcome adversity, as well as the supportive role others so often play in this success. This young man is a graduate of St. Louis High School. He began his studies at Delta Community College and in fall 2018 transferred to Ferris State University. Knowing he wanted a career working outdoors, he focused his sights on our surveying engineering program. After class one evening in February 2020, he went to a ranch south of Grand Rapids to practice bull riding. Yes, bull riding. This was one of his hobbies, along with riding dirt bikes. He was not a stranger to bull riding and practiced on many occasions without incident. This time, however, was very different. Upon his dismount from the bull, he fell to the ground, and before he could get up, the bull landed on his chest with both hind legs. Severely injured, he needed emergent surgery to stop internal bleeding and ended up spending 2 weeks in the hospital with 5 broken ribs, a lacerated liver, and a partially collapsed lung. Once he was back home, he worked very hard to continue his studies. This was especially difficult, as he would tire easily. As he continued to heal and with the help of his professors, he was able to catch up in his coursework. Just as he returned to school, the pandemic hit a month later, and he, along with his peers, was learning remotely for the rest of the semester. Through his horrifying accident and remote learning, he never gave up. This whole experience has given him new insight on how to live each day with a thankful heart, not taking anything for granted. He says his professors and the students he studied with gave him the motivation to keep going. While I was in the hospital, cards came in the mail from the surveying engineering faculty and students, and tutoring was arranged to help him get back on track. This tight-knit, supportive community helped him get to where he is today, and he would not have made it without you. During his time at Ferris, he's completed 3 internships, one at a larger company in Novi, another at a smaller employee-owned company in Grand Rapids, and the third for the Bureau of Land Management in Alaska. He chose these companies purposely to know what work he would want to do in the future. With his drive and determination, several job opportunities are waiting for him. Today, we'd like to thank his family for their love and support, and the surveying engineering faculty, staff, and students graduating with him today for always being there for him. His words of advice have served him well. He said, "There are always going to be struggles to get to where you want to be. It's hard, but you can make something good come out of the challenges you face in life." I want to repeat that. But you can make something good come out of the challenges you face in life. It's an honor to introduce to you Lane Sherwood. Lane, would you please stand? Would your family also stand? Graduates, on behalf of our university, I wish you great success and fulfillment as you begin the next stage of your journey. In addition to times of success and advancement, you will inevitably face times of challenge and adversity. I would encourage you to remember Lane's story and how, with an indefatigable determination to succeed, even life's most challenging times can be overcome and dreams realized. Congratulations and best wishes classes of 2020 and 2021.
Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, Bobby Fleischman, will introduce our speaker.
Good afternoon. It is my distinct pleasure to introduce Dr. Patrick Bishop, an award-winning tenured professor in the College of Business at Ferris State University. In addition to the 2021 Distinguished Teacher Award, Dr. Bishop was selected for the College of Business Faculty Excellence Award in 2010, the Outstanding Advisor Award in 2013, and was nominated for the International Educator Award in 2017. Dr. Bishop holds a bachelor's and a master's degree in communication and a doctorate in higher education leadership. Over his 30-year career, he has worked in 4 distinct industries for some of the nation's best in corporate retail, manufacturing, nonprofit, and higher education. Dr. Bishop is also currently an author, speaker, and leadership consultant. He has served as a visiting professor in Seoul, South Korea, as well as in Rome, Italy. In 2020, Dr. Bishop published his first book, Wisdom of the Animals, a nature-led journey into the heart of transformational leadership. And in 2021, Dr. Bishop released a contemplative poetry book entitled Whispers of the Ineffable. Dr. Bishop is currently working on a book slated for release in early 2023. Dr. Bishop and his wife, Paula, reside in Grand Rapids. He currently serves on the board of Instruments of Hope and enjoys volunteering for other local nonprofits. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Patrick Bishop.
Well, thank you, Provost Fleischman, for those kind and generous words. It is truly an honor and a privilege to be here with you today. It's been about 2 years since we've been able to do this. It's so great to be here in person with you. It's actually a fulfillment of a lifetime aspiration for me to be up here as well. So let me take this opportunity and thank the Ferris Board of Trustees, President Eisler, the DTA committee who selected me for this, administrators, staff, friends, faculty, and of course, my family. I'd also like to extend a big holiday, big-hearted welcome to all the guests of our graduates who are here with us today. Glad to see you as well. And yes, now, to the graduating classes of May 2020 all the way through December 2021. Welcome, good to see you here. In person and live. Wow, all right. But wait a minute, isn't there something else going on today that's part of the Bulldog Nation that maybe we should celebrate or talk about? I don't know, maybe I have to change my hats for this one here, right? Right? The D2 National Football Championship going on tonight, 9 p.m. on ESPN. And what I thought we would do, if you're cool with this, I know you're cool with this because we're all Bulldogs here. This is being live streamed and it's also being recorded. We want to send our good wishes off to our players and off to our coaches. So in a second here, I'm going to ask you a question, and I know you know the answer to it. I know you know the answer to it. Y'all know the answer to it. So I want to hear this loud and proud, so they can hear it all the way down in Texas. Are you ready? Here we go. Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Yes, all right. Well done, well done. Go Bulldogs. Go Bulldogs. That's all I got. So All right, 2020, 2021. So living through the last couple of years, it's reminded me of that famous joke that you probably already know about, that faithfully optimistic little girl who had asked for a pony for Christmas. All right? And you probably know it, but let me give you the summary here. So she runs down on Christmas morning, she goes to the tree, and underneath the tree is a big pile of manure, right? But she's undeterred. So she grabs that little shovel that's right next to the fireplace. She starts shoveling, and her parents come in. They're like, "What are you doing? What's going on?" And she's so excited that she replies, "There's got to be a pony in here somewhere." All right, now I don't know about you, but yes, I think it's totally weird that her parents or Santa or somebody left a big pile of duty underneath the Christmas tree. But you gotta love the excitement and the little girl's response. So as I'm thinking about 2021 and everything that we've been through the last couple years, my response is, well, there's gotta be a pony in here somewhere, right? Some good things that have come out of this. What I love about this story is I find it really helpful, but it's also really hopeful. And isn't that what we need a little bit of nowadays? So let me share with you some of the things that make me a little hopeful, or put a smile on my face anyway these days. So before I do that, let me see by raise of hands, how many people in here own a pet? Ooh, 1, 2, 17, right around there somewhere. All right, quite a few of you, yeah. I don't know about you, but my little fur babies give me a lot of pleasure. They give me a lot of hope. They're not like me, where I'm running around thinking about what's going to happen in the future, or I'm fretting about something that happened in the past, and I'm worried about it, and like, what's going to happen, right? They don't do this. So here's a little incident that happened the other day. True story. So I've got a little dog. His name is Cooper, little poocheroo. And Cooper, Coop Sauce, Gary Cooper, the Coopster. If you're a pet owner, you know your pets end up having 4 or 5 different names. So we were the second owners of this dog, and the first owners never taught him how to use the stairs. Right? Doesn't know how to use stairs, but he's my shadow. He likes to follow me everywhere I go. So I go upstairs, and he kind of nervously follows me up the stairs. But this time, as we get there, about the 4th step from the top, there she is, the black and beautiful long-haired cat, Miss Binky Barnes. And she's sitting all the way across the 1st step like she owns the place, which she does, right? He gets 1 step away from her. He doesn't know what to do. He's dumbfounded. He's like, I don't know how to get past the cat here. So he goes all the way back down the stairs. He looks at me at the top. He's like, oh, man, I want to be up there. He climbs up the stairs again, gets 1 step away. Doesn't know how to get around her, goes all the way back down. 3rd time, makes his way up the stairs. He gets all the way up to her again. I can tell he wants to join me, so I give him a little encouragement. Come on, Koopy. Come on, little buddy. You can do it, right? And so he does this quick dart, dash, awkward, fast little spasm thing, and he goes around her backside. As he does this, he steps on her tail. She freaks out, screeches, runs down the steps, and he, meanwhile, does this full eagle spread on the 4th or 5th step from the top, right? He's all freaked out. He gathers himself up. He comes up to the top of the stairs, looks at me like, whoa, Dad, that was a close one. Right? What he does next is wonderfully mundane and quite often something that we don't normally notice. He does a full body shake. If you have a pet, you know what I'm talking about. Does this full body shake, and he shakes out all of the stress and this little incident that just happened to him, and he runs off and he goes and gets his ball. Right? A few minutes later, a few seconds later, he doesn't have any recollection. He's forgotten all about it, and he's on to something better, like eating Binky's food. Wouldn't it be nice if we could be a little bit more like our little furry friends, like little Coopster, and be able to kind of shake some of that off? And I think we can, but I think we need to see the world a little differently. One of the things I do to help me see the world a little differently is I read some poetry. So I've got these words from Mary Oliver that maybe you've already heard before, but I think they're totally appropriate for today that I want to share with you. She says, what is it that you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? Are you willing to be dazzled, to cast aside the weight of facts, and maybe even to float a little above this difficult world? To believe, to know you are looking into the white fire of a great mystery. To believe the imperfections are nothing, that the light is everything, that it is more than the sum of each flawed blossom, rising and fading. I love that. I love that question. What do you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? So as I sit and I contemplate that question and I think about what is the message I want to send you off with today, and what bubbles up in my heart is this. If no one has ever told you before, it's you. It's you. You are the creative spark that can change the world as we know it in 1,000 small ways through the very life that you live. You are creativity incarnate in this moment as your very self. Your yes to follow great love's call is all and everything that it takes. It's fundamental. It's your essence. It's your being, your place in space that you cannot lose because it's who you are, beyond, under, over, and through it all. A shining spark of perfect inspiration forged in the white fire of love's desire to know itself, bursting forth as you. The only you there will ever be, never ever before seen, never ever again repeated, never ever found, but in this one place and this one time where only you can fulfill its calling. And so, my fellow Bulldogs, let me leave you with this one last question from Mary Oliver. What is it that you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? Peace out.
Thank you, Dr. Bishop. We now take pride in recognizing the graduates of the Ferris State University class of 2021. As they cross the stage, please note the cords worn by many of our graduates. These earned symbols signify academic honors, military service, Greek societies, and student organizations. In the interest of time and maintaining the integrity of the ceremony, we do ask that families and friends of the graduates remain in their seats for the entire ceremony. For the health and safety of all participants, we will not be shaking hands today, and we do ask that you keep your mask in place as you walk across the stage. If desired, you may remove your mask for the official photograph, which will be taken immediately before descending the platform. Following the ceremony, we invite family and friends to take photos in front of the stage, although for safety purposes, the platform will be closed. The academic deans will assist President Eisler and Provost Fleischman to confer the appropriate degrees and certificates on the Ferris State University class of 2021.
Will the candidates for baccalaureate and associate degrees in the College of Engineering Technology please rise? Will their families please rise? Dean Michael Staley will present the candidates.
On behalf of the College of Engineering Technology, I am honored and privileged to present to you these candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Applied Science, Bachelor of Science, and Associate in Applied Science. They are hereby certified by the faculty for their degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me, I confer upon you bachelor and associate's degrees as they apply to you individually with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities therein. Congratulations, graduates, College of Engineering Technology.
Families may be seated. Graduates may be seated except the first row. Please come forward as directed by the ushers. Joseph Philip Uplegger. Allison Michelle Waldron. Michelle Marie Werfel, magna cum laude. Mark Andrew Trombley, magna cum laude. John Patrick Kelly, summa cum laude. Spencer Thomas Garris. Charles R. Nelson, Jr. Zachary Scott Greenfield. Adam John Fish. Ryan Avery Kane. Ryan W. Joseph. Kyle James Brady. Russell Nicholas Gaubitz, Jr. Kenneth Robert Kenrick. Benjamin Allen Hudson. Benjamin M. Cole. Fayak A. Hussein. Austin Charles Janutal. Austin Dale Ford. Cole Wentworth Younger. Justice A. Chupp, cum laude. Ryan Tate Kidkowski, cum laude. Allison Ann Lloyd. Francis Walter Pitlawani III, magna cum laude. Patrick Michael Coletti Laquigli. Gunnar Fairman Gingrich. Matthew Duncan Vandermus. Jacob Tanner Hetzel. John Henry Clausen. Ethan Gabriel Weaver. Sagar Allah. Ivan N. Guerrero. Lucas Jacob McReynolds, cum laude. Jack E. Lilleberg, magna cum laude. Peter Jovanovski, magna cum laude. Joseph Lee Martina, cum laude. Elizabeth Pavlovna Silkovsky. Brian Raymond Mueller. Celine A. Abu Hatem, summa cum laude. Jeanette Susan Wooldridge. Cheyenne E. LaFay, magna cum laude. Jason James Yelland. Edward Stewart Van Washenova. Jedediah Edwin Lewis, summa cum laude. Lane Garrett Sherwood, magna cum laude. Tyler Joe Vonderheide, cum laude. Kyle Kenneth Hamilton. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates of the College of Engineering Technology.
Will the candidates for the master's degrees in the College of Health Professions please rise? Will their families also please rise? Dean Lincoln Gibbs will present the master's degree candidates.
On behalf of the College of Health Professions, I am honored and privileged to present to you these candidates for the degree of Master of Healthcare Administration, Master of Public Health, and Master of Science in Nursing. They are hereby certified by the faculty for their degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me, I confer upon each of you the master's degree as it applies to you individually, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities therein. Congratulations, master's graduates, College of Health Professions.
Family members may be seated, and graduates, please come forward as directed by the ushers. Anna Mary Shirley, distinction. Jennifer Joanne Smith, highest distinction. Catherine Kedi Hopayama Kombaran Jendi, distinction. Elise Marie Green, distinction. Ellen Scripsima, highest distinction. Catherine Ann Morgan. Sarah Elizabeth Gilly, distinction. Zoe Alyssa Kilgore, distinction. Valerie Schmidt, highest distinction. Tinka Welch, highest distinction. Catherine Meredith Stewart, highest distinction. Lisa May Zwerk, distinction. Ladies and gentlemen, the master's graduates of the College of Health Professions.
Will the candidates for the baccalaureate and associate degrees and certificates in the College of Health Professions please rise? Will their families also please rise? Dean Lincoln Gibbs will present the candidates.
On behalf of the College of Health Professions, I am honored and privileged to present to you these candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Science and Associate in Applied Science. They are hereby certified by the faculty for their degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me, I confer upon each of you the bachelor and associate degrees as they apply to you individually for the rights, privileges, and responsibilities therein. Congratulations, graduates, College of Health Professions.
Families may be seated. Graduates may be seated except for the first row, and please come forward as directed by the ushers. Caitlin C. Peacher, cum laude. Catherine Ann Mansfield. Leslie Ann Joseph, cum laude. Debbie Ann Osborne. Elena Joelle Sheltema. Kayla Brooke Meyer. Courtney Ann Jones, magna cum laude. Kendra Ann Wright, magna cum laude. Renee C. Lohman. Christine Ann Loeffler. Megan Ann Sorensen. Kathleen S. Graham. Riley Lynn Gailey, summa cum laude. Lauren Michelle Anderson. Jacqueline Brennan Costas, summa cum laude. Sarah Gibbons, cum laude. Arlette Rodriguez, cum laude. London Kozlowski, cum laude. Lisa Ann Birch, cum laude. Maya Elizabeth Stock. Cleo Wordlaw. Tara Warmuskirken. Amaya Francis Syken. Claire Ruth Cunningham. Courtney Irene Brown, summa cum laude. Ruth Elizabeth Hawk, summa cum laude. Brianna Elaine Reza. Martina View, cum laude. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates of the College of Health Professions.
Will all of our graduates please stand? There is a long-standing tradition at commencement ceremonies in which the graduates move their tassels from the right side to the left side of their caps as a symbol of their accomplishment. I invite all graduates of the classes of 2020 and 2021 to flip their tassels at this time. Congratulations and best wishes to each of you. You may be seated.
Shelley Piercy, Vice President for University Advancement and Marketing, will bring you greetings on behalf of the Ferris State Alumni Association.
Good afternoon, graduates. It is now my great privilege to salute all of you for the first time as alumni of Ferris State University. From this day, you will face many new possibilities, probabilities, and challenges. We will now be depending on you to do your part to strengthen the economies of our world and to build our communities. And it is now more than ever that we will be counting on you to advocate to your family, neighbors, and colleagues the continuing opportunity of Ferris State University. We're looking forward to your return to campus as our advisors, to be our guest speakers, and to share with us your successes so your stories will inspire and support future generations that have the ability to fulfill their dreams here and one day stand at your side. Celebrate this great day. We look forward to hearing from you very soon. You are and always will be a Ferris Bulldog. Go Dogs!
Just as this is an important day for you as graduates, at many commencements we've enjoyed the wonderful music of the brass quintet from Mount Pleasant, and the fabulous vocalist Rachel Schumann. This is their 175th commencement ceremony. Would you join me in thanking them? Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. I'm ready to see you.
Ladies and gentlemen, some of our graduates were unable to be here today because they are in Texas representing our football team at the Division II football championship game. We hope you will support them this evening as they compete for their first national title. And now, please rise for the singing of Ferris Fidelity. You may join Rachel Schumann in singing our alma mater. The words are located in your program.
As constant as the northern star, our faith we pledge to thee. Our word, our bond, our oath, our trust to you, fidelity. From the promise of the crimson dawn to sunset's mellow gold, thy spirit shall prevail. We pledge allegiance as of old. Ferris State, all hail!
Please remain standing for the formal closing of the commencement ceremony. And thank you for sharing this special day with us.